2020 Tantra, Crown Tantra, info in the description. Another quick video for you guys. Check it out. Parasites don't know that they're parasites. If you take a second while you have a thought and breathe, then you can see the distance between you and the source and you in reality, and when you're getting worked up by a parasite. Take that 1 second to breathe and close your eyes, then you see, well, I'm 6 seconds from the source. Or I'm 3 hours from the source. I'm a half hour from the source. The more you breathe, the further you see how far you are from the silence, that stillness within you, the source within you. So parasites fall in lust with their own image, their own projection. So that's why people are basically eating their own tail, if you know what I mean. So, and that's why you see that more and more in the days. People eating their own tail and the tails of others. So the copies that are made from the fallen state, the babies that are made from the fallen state, they don't know themselves. They don't know that they're destroying themselves. Destroying other people destroys them. They don't know that. The copies, they're farmed basically like plants for their truest self. You know, should the self ever peer through them and fall to that state of consciousness, then it can use those plants or those sites to, you know, as a breadcrumb trail to backward or forward back to the source. So the reflections will always fight the selflessness because it destroys their false identity, also known as, or aka, it destroys their God. Because, you know, fear is their God right now. So as you destroy their fear, they have to merge with the source. So it's pretty much what it is. So parasite advertising, swapping cells. Again, when you release sperm unconsciously, those are the parasites that you create out in the world. Those are the people that you meet in your next 90 days between ejaculations. Those people that come back to you, those are your sons in the quantum sense. Those are your sons and daughters. There is no time in this thing. So as you spill, the sperms are the worms within you and the people around you. So you have millions of unconscious people releasing at the same time. And when you release, since you are a mirror of your fragments, other fragments of you are also releasing. So as people swap worms and exchange worms and release sperm and all this type of stuff, because that's basically what it is, a bunch of flipping and mixed light. That's what the worms are. So unrealized sperm, basically. Just unconscious ejaculations. Manifesting inwardly and outwardly as from sperm to worm, basically. So you unconsciously ejaculate, then you're hungry and tired. So you go into a dream state, and then your dreams rape you because you're not going into them consciously. Then you wake up more tired and more hungry. Then you feed parasites with that food that you're being driven to eat from your dreams, from the subconscious. It was coming in through the dreams to make you even think about eating a cheesesteak or whatever you're thinking about eating right now. Whatever that is. All that kind of stuff is what you've been driven to eat because you released. You release, then you become tired. You should tired is not natural. Tired is trying. Tired is not natural. Your eyes might get tired, but if you're diaphragmatic breathing and you can close your eyes, breathe for a bit, charge the optic nerve, charge those eyes again, and then you can start to project the dream again. But if you never do that consciously, then you need to sleep and do unconscious breath work. So the worms advertise a thought or a vibration in the body. They drive the overall body to feed light to their cell for their dream. This expands the copies of those worms. There's subliminal sounds that they infect the most. That's like your Wi-Fi. That's any of that type of stuff. Those are small sounds. Those fester really, they fester. The small changes all. So the worms have been swapped and changed, through people over lifetimes. People have been swapping worms. The worms have been evolving. All that has been happening. So you got, because the worms, they live in colonies. Colonialism took over the world. It's an outward expression of what's happening internally. So as people swap worms, that convoluted all the dreams, because seed energy is dream energy. So people are just misaligned from their truest dream because they have other seeds in them. It's like being Frankenstein. It's like having dreams that aren't yours or memories that aren't yours. Once you defrag, then you realize the truth in your memories and which memories really not your memories and which ones are just movies that fill the void, and you just filled the void with those movies because you reflected them. So you identified with them and you stayed synchronized with them. But those are not your memories. Those are just your reflections memories. 2020 Tantra, Crown Tantra, info in the description. So that's it.